achievement in 2012.
Actually, we were just reporting on 2012. Cement is actually a priority sector. We have just started a study on the cement sector. So that's the answer to the question. As long as I remember, we are out to promote competition as a process, not competitors. So yes, we are mindful of that. We don't want competitors coming to us to promote it for protection. You know, we promote competition as a process. So the competition in the hard issues is what we look at, not the players.
The GCC, according to Finance Director, is no exception to some of the financial challenges facing public sector institutions in their quest to beef up staff to meet increasing workload. The Commission, though faltered in some compliance variables, but was generally rated to be mainly compliant. For the external auditors, the GCC had improved in relation to implementing the previous year's recommendations of the joint session. Members took on the Commission for what they call rising cost of basic commodities like sugar, rice, and cement, which sometimes necessitates the President's intervention.
Anytime we have quality, Tobaski, Christmas, the President has to intervene to make sure that he brings down the price of basic commodities.
Rice and sugar and other basic commodities problems nowadays. I think with your studies it will help to make sure that many players are involved in this field.
We just wanted to find out from GCC what led to the dominance by these three enterprises that you have highlighted. Is it because there are no other people that want to venture into rice business, or what went wrong?
The competition policy is not a standalone affair, and all players should be taken on board, some members say, while others raise eyebrows about the fees that are levied after the violation of the Competition Act.
Because Gambia is the only country in the whole world whereby if prices go up, they never come down. Once they start going up, it continues going up. They never come down. The fines are far more than each other, according to a layman's view. How are you judging these violations? Because the cause of the violation had not been featured on the report.
Experts say competition regulation is not necessarily price controlled, but depends on interactive market factors.
We are aware that prices have often escalated, especially at or near festive occasions, Ramadan, Tuwaski, Christmas, and so on. Prices of rice and some of the major commodities will escalate. And we have been very vigilant. In fact, since 2009, we have been watching it very closely and taking action where it's necessary. But there are interactive factors in the market for basic commodities, one of which is foreign exchange.
The GCC boss also spoke of their recently concluded market study on rice, sugar, and cement distribution, as well as the hard operations and the interventions in the ICT sector for ensuring a level playing field. Other members and subject matter specialists joined the heated debate, which later came to a close with the adoption of the GCC annual activity and financial reports for the year ended December 2012. Samuel Ba, Grts.
Members of the National Assembly Select Committee on Health, Women, Children, Refugees and Disaster Relief have been touring health installations across the country in a bid to gain first-hand information on the state of the facilities. Babakar Kamara has more on the 6-day fact-finding mission.
The Committee on Health, Women, Children, Refugees and Disaster Reliefs are embarking on a nationwide tour to go out and see and assess the health situation in the country.
It is an assessment exercise that started late in the North Bank region at SO Major Health Center, covering Kuntaya and AFPRC General Hospital in Farafenye.
This is actually in two folds, or it could be more than two folds, but the most important ones I would say is, one, we will be able to know what prevails in the health facilities, and two, we will also know, the resources given to the health sector, how is it spent.
The ensuing exercise has brought to bear the increasing inadequacy of oxygen concentrators within the healthcare centers, inadequate professional capacity and staff motivation to respectively respond to major cases of specialization, and maintaining health personnel. This, to a greater extent, has been underpinned to the limited resource envelope of the Ministry of Health, but a rather passionate drive is being undertaken at the AFPRC General Hospital in Farafenye.
We are lucky to be the host of the major health centers in the whole of North Bank West, which is SL. SL is now a major health center, and a lot of money is being pumped there in order for it to be upgraded.
If you go around, you see the changes and also the introduction of new interventions in this hospital. You can see the paintings, new equipments being installed, monitored, and also rehabilitated. One of the things we do for our staff here is they are provided accommodation free of charge. They are provided cash power for their houses free of charge, and their water bills are paid by the hospital. So the only thing they are responsible for themselves is only to feed themselves.
The hospital, according to its administrators, has been able to reduce maternal mortality by 38% within a single year, attracting a vast number of cross-border healthcare seekers from Senegal. The impression, largely noticed by deputies seeing beyond the capacity of an ordinary eye, is yet to generate enough opinion on what should happen next. The ATO continues in the Central River region. Babukar Kamara, GRTS.
Saro Women Association is the latest body to receive support from GAIPA, an institution that has been supporting microagric initiatives across the country. The package came in the form of taps seeking to make irrigation easy for the women who engage in horticulture activities. Famara Kanye has more on that story.
To reach out to small and medium enterprises as well as support to the National Food Self-Sufficiency Drive. GAIPA has been actively involved in shaping initiatives to improve agro-productivity, in addition helping the horticultural sector. Its latest move in that direction is the presentation of 4 taps to the Saro Women Association. The Saro Women Association has a membership of 245 men and women, and over the years, the body has been actively engaged in vegetable gardening, mainly for household consumption and income generation. Such an endeavor prompted GAIPA to contribute towards economic growth in the country.
These facilities will help them improve their yield per hectare, as well as help them improve the varieties they produce, because most of the varieties that they are cultivating here requires some substantial amount of water, which was a challenge prior to the GAIPA's intervention in this very important activity in the national development and food sufficiency programs of this country.
These taps came at a time when the association was in dire need of them. With these 4 taps, the problems faced by the beneficiaries in handling their farm products will ease. This intervention was saluted by the Secretary of the Saro Women's Association, who described the initiative as worthy. This development by the Gambia Investment and Export Promotion Agency, as Abdullah Haidara disclosed, will not stop at this, hinting at other developments in the offing.
Our support will not be limited to this. It's a continuous effort and in continuous collaboration with the private sector, the government, and Gambian as a whole.
Agriculture remains a fundamental pillar of the Gambian economy, and with a collective approach and commitment on the part of all the players in the sectors, the march towards food self-sufficiency could be realized sooner rather than later. Famara Kani, GRTS News.
Edward Francis Small Teaching Hospital has taken delivery of vital medical equipment. Aissatou Bajansar reports the donation, which is in sync with the quest for a robust and more effective healthcare delivery system, could go a long way toward augmenting the hospital's surgical and emergency unit.
Equipment to the Edward Francis Small Teaching Hospital, according to officials, comes at a time when the hospital is on the verge of expanding, especially in its surgical and emergency services. The items, which include a theater operating table, anesthetic machine, portable X-ray machine, electric and manual suction machines, among other crucial items,